rounds of the British Rugby League tourists in Australia, and only last Saturday we saw a whitewash completed with defeat for them in the third test against the Aussies. How will they fare with the tour now continuing in New Zealand? Well, the tourists won their opening match against the Northern Districts by 42 points to 8, and 8 hours ago at Auckland they came out for the first of a 3-test series. It took place at Carlaw Park Stadium in Auckland on North Island, and with conditions bad enough to make the tourists feel right at home. The commentators are Mike O'Donnell and Tony Palmer.
For the Kiwis, Gary Campbell coming back at fullback. The wings, Dean Bell and Dane O'Hara. A lot of experience in the centres with Luluwai and Arkoi. Olsen Philippine are back in at standoff. Shane Varley's the halfback. Kevin Tamati, Cousin Howie and Dane Sorensen in the front row. Owen Wright and Kurt Sorensen the second row. And Hugh McGann, the fast man off the back. For Great Britain, Mick Burke, the very safe fullback. Drummond and Hanley, the well-known wingers. Schofield and Mumby in the centres, a lot of talent there. Mike Smith comes in to replace the injured standoff. Neil Holdings the halfback. David Hobbs, Brian Noble, Brian Case the front row. Chris Burton and Andy Goodway in the second row, and Mick Adams, the veteran, on the back. Test match is underway. The big deep kick to Mick Burke. Burke putting it straight back again to Gary Campbell, safe underneath it. Campbell running it up. Expect hard, uncompromising tackling from both sides in the opening minutes of this game. Dean Bell. Howie Tamati waiting. In his usual place, playing dummy half game. Dane Sorensen. The Kiwis are going to run it at him. Howie Tamati flicks it on to Kevin Tamati. Kevin Tamati with a huge reputation in England, the outstanding player in English League this year. A bomb from Shane Varley. Chasing it up, Owen Wright's up there. Mick Burke well held.
That was a brilliant kick from Varley. He put it up there and gave his players time enough to get up there, but Burke was equal to the occasion and took it back. So it's a drop out from under the post. That was a brilliant kick from Varley. We can see the tactics. He's going to be kicking from both sides, on attack and on defence.
Gary Campbell coming up again. He'll run into the line. David Hobbs, number 8 for Great Britain. Howie Tamati. Shane Varley, changing direction. Dane Sorensen, pushing off one tackler.
Yes, he's got his forearm down well then, and uncompromising stuff.
Howie Tamati trying to go it alone. Kevin Tamati running up outside him, not quick enough. McGann flicks it up to Owen Wright. Dane O'Hara, first mistake of the match.
Yes, he wasn't expecting him at this level of football. He should have caught that ball.
Hobbs again. Hobbs being used a lot to run it up. Oh, good running from Neil Holding. He's caused the gap. Kiwi's right on the fence now. Who's back to cover it? Dean Bell picks it up, trying to run it out from his own 10-metre line.
That's brilliant stuff from the young winger. Perfect position for a winger. Cover your fullback at all times.
Shows you how dangerous these Great Britain players are, given a yard to move. Neil Holding splitting them wide open. Kevin Tamati.
Yes, they're very dangerous around the play the balls, and Holding comes straight through a big gap there.
Campbell. Hanley running back for it. He's knocked it back. Burke's there. He's out. Owen Wright right up on him very quickly, putting him out.
Good kick by Campbell. Made 50 metres with that kick. The tactics are pretty obvious now, Tony. It's going to be kick and chase when you're in a defensive position.
Pretty much all you can do on a paddock like this. Holding. Once again, spreading it open, looking for support. Who's back there? Mick Adams it was who made the initial break. I wonder if Dean Bell is going to get penalised for the tackle.
No, I don't think he is. That shows you Dean Bell come across first 10 minutes of the game. He saved 2 try-scoring situations where it was a brilliant tackle. He come across a little high maybe, but it was a try-saving tackle. Well done, Dean Bell.
Well, just looking at it again, have a look at the next tackle from Dean Bell. It was high, but not deliberate, and really not terribly dangerous. Certainly it was effective in stopping the try. Varley. Olsen Filipina bumping off the tackle, getting the pass away. Campbell flicks it through to James Lillaway. Back inside to Dean Bell. Filipina.
Yes, well, I wonder what he's going to do here. It's about 30, 34 metres out. Will he have a shot at goal or not? It's right in front.
So a chance for the Kiwis to get points on the board through Olsen Filipina. Just outside the uprights.
And the touch judges have ruled that the English player took the ball back over the goal, so it'll be drop out under the post.
"18 minutes of play gone. 0-0 in the first test. Fred Arcoy. Burton attack. Dane O'Hara. Dane Sorensen, should I say. Kevin Tamati on the burst. And that's where they need to use him. Howie Tamati. Through Varley. Kurt Sorensen. Oh, lovely pass to James Lillaway. And he'll score right out in the post.
Magnificent try.
Superb pass. Delayed just nicely and flicked in front from Kurt Sorensen, and that is the man's forte. And James, the finisher, there to finish it off for the Kiwis.
I'm just going to say, Tony, nearly 20 minutes up. Kurt Sorensen hadn't been in the game. But there he comes, runs outside Varley, took it in, gets his hands around the man, and there is Lillaway again. Beautiful finish that he is under the post.
Look at it again, the pass put up beautifully. James Lillaway, that's why he's called the finisher. Stuff like that is bread and butter. He's on the spot to take a pass at pace. Beautifully set up, Kurt Sorensen. And Olsen, with half a step back, puts easy points on the board. 6-0, the Kiwis lead after 17 minutes of the game. Holding with the restart. And that's why Kurt Sorensen is so famous. His ability to set up passes for somebody else to run. Getting Bell away. Good running, Dean Bell.
Can't do any wrong today, Tony. He's having a magnificent game.
Kiwis right up on attack now. Shane Varley flicks it outside. Owen Wright. Dane O'Hara there can't hold on to it. Varley goes back and tidies up.
On all cylinders down. They got that little bit of confidence. They're really playing the skills that they all have.
Dean Bell, the man of the moment. A little bit of a limp there.
Well, that's one back against the head to us.
Shane Varley going back inside. Holding has him. Hugh McGann. McGann looking for ground to run. Howie Tamati. Dane Sorensen. Watch, see Owen Wright running up there right beside him. Waiting to run off. Kevin Tamati. Oh! Olsen Filipina coming through.
Yes, if he had controlled that ball, Tony, that would have been another try under the post.
Couldn't quite finish it. Same setup.
Same setup. Yes, Kevin Tamati took that on well, turned his body around, popped it up, but Filipina couldn't control it.
Gary Campbell. They're going to run it at him all day. Campbell losing it, regaining it. But I think it went forward.
Yes, that was a strong tackle on Campbell then, and it forced him to drop the ball.
So the scrum down right on the 22-metre line in Great Britain's territory. Rather untidy scrum feed. Differential penalty. They can't have a shot. Gary Campbell. And the rain has started falling again. Campbell looking for the line. Right on the 22-metre line. Kiwis with a chance to set something up here. Dane Sorensen. Very wet out there at the moment. Dane Sorensen.
Dane Sorensen having a fine game, a fine wet weather props game. Taking that ball and seldom loses it.
Kevin Tumley offloading to Kurt Sorensen. Sorensen loses it. Burke for Great Britain. And they've lost it. James Lillaway picks it up. Shane Varley wants to get things started quickly. They want to take full advantage when they've got a little advantage through a breakdown and play, the Kiwis. Kevin Tumley, he thought the tacklers were closer than they were. Must have taken a bit of rehearsal, that move. Dane Sorensen.
The last tackle, the ball will have to go up in the air now, and they'll be all up there.
Who's up underneath it? Handley steps out of play with the ball.
Yes, a fine kick by Coy then, because it made Handley take it back dead, so it's a drop out under the post. We get the ball back, we're in attacking position.
Kick from Burke.
Oh, well taken, Gary Campbell.
Campbell runs it up, and once again the Kiwis on attack. Howie Tamati juggling it a bit. Kevin Tamati. Back to Howie. Dane Sorensen waiting. Shane Varley flicks it on. Olsen Filipina gets the pass away. Fred Arcoy is there. Great try. Two tries to the Kiwis.
It just shows you the strength of Olsen Filipino. Very similar to the first try where Sorensen went through. Filipino goes through, around the man, pops it up. Fred Arcoy is there, but backing up. Nearly comes down, but managed to regain his feet and go over.
Have a look at this again. Shane Varley flicked it out to Olsen Filipina. Filipina, that's why he's in the team, because he can still offload in the tackle. Fred Arcoy had enough momentum to carry him there. Nicely finished. New Zealand leading 10-0. And the extra points are there for Olsen Filipina once again. He set up the pass, made the try, converted it. 12-0.
Makes you wonder sometimes, Tony, how guys like Filipino and Kurt Sorensen can only play second grade in Sydney. Must be a personality catch. It cannot be on ability.
Well, Fred Arcoy was in the same boat.
Yes, did right.
Once again, the Kiwis in possession.
And Kevin
Right
takes
up
it back, right back to 22.
The half-time hooter is gone. That is half-time. Great Britain being beaten at the moment at the end of the first half by 2 Kiwi tries to 0. 12-0 the Kiwis lead, and getting a great ovation as they go off into the dressing room, where Graham Lowe, I'm sure, will have some words of wisdom for them. Start of the second half now. The Kiwis coming out at half-time, leading Great Britain 12-0, 2 tries to 0. Clean jerseys for all players, and they'd need them. Dane Sorensen flicking it on to Shane Varley. Right out wide to Hugh McGann, ranging out there. McGann trying to put it outside him, holds on to the ball. Howie Tamati wait. Owen Wright. James Lillaway. Oh, they've got to make sure of putting James Lillaway on the ground. Kurt Sorensen once again with a nice pass. Hugh McGann. Shane Varley waiting. Kevin Tamati. Kurt Sorensen. Dean Bell. Well, the battle between these two today, Ellery Handley and Dean Bell, it's been amazing. Dean Bell has played superbly, certainly thus far in the match, my player of the day.
Yeah, Ellery Hanley, he was the star of the Australian section of the tour, scoring several tries in the test matches, 60 and 70-metre tries.
Kevin Tumity looking around in all different directions.
Yes, McGann was a runner then, and he nearly got through, nearly broke.
Kevin Tumity, Kurt Sorensen. Kurt Sorensen through!
No try.
Oh, Kurt Sorensen appealed to the referee.
Yes, Mr. Robertson's right there. It looked from here that he may have forced the ball, but Mr. Roberts was there and no try.
Schofield.
There was another sign of Kurt Sorensen's immense strength near the goal line.
Shane Barley and Fred Arcoy, the tacklers there. Kurt Sorensen, so dangerous on the burst. And a beautiful passer of the ball.
Oh.
A comedy of errors here.
Yes, it's getting a little bit...
Very, very
bit out of
slippery
hand.
ball, slippery ground.
You can only feel for the players out there under those conditions. Look, there's another one there. It really is. It's really extremely difficult under these conditions with the ball the way it is.
All the more reason why it's astounding the way the Kiwis have played this game.
Oh, it's been unbelievable.
In fact, in mistakes, Great Britain have had 30 handling mistakes, and the Kiwis 23. Kiwis ball. Barley flicks it up. Olsen Filipina takes the tackle. Hugh McGann. Well, the ground really is a quagmire out there. Kevin Tumity. And still the Kiwis are flicking it around. Sign of the confidence in this side. Nice little double round for Kurt Sorensen. James Lillawhite. Dean Bell outside him, goes back inside. Dean Bell still flicking it on. Fred Arcoy's picked it up. Still live. Kane Sorensen. He's found again.
Good tackle by Mick Burke there. They've just said try to Sorensen. Burke to a nice low tackle.
Kane O'Hara trying to use his strength. The Kiwis once again right up on the line, but Great Britain possession.
Yeah, it was a turnover then, 6 tackles. That was oh so close to Sorensen then. Got 10 minutes to go. I don't really think they can win this game. New Zealand have to make a lot of silly errors, and they're just too professional for that.
There might be...
They let through, the referee was on the spot.
Might have been a runaway try.
It's the only chance it looked like scoring.
An indication of how greasy and grimy it is out there. Let's have a look at the referee.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Roberts, the Sydney referee, has had a very good game. There's only been 10 penalties in the game, and he's been very unassuming and let the game run.
He has let it flow very well, particularly in these conditions with untidy ball a lot of the time.
Oh, yes, he's played a lot of advantage where he could have pulled it up, but he's let the game go, and it's been for the benefit of the game and the spectators.
Holding puts it out on the roof of the railway stand.
Well, here we go. Now, what have they got planned here? Mistakes by Great Britain.
And Kurt Sorensen comes up with the ball.
After tackle be made by Dane Sorensen.
Howie Tumity. Campbell with the kick.
And that's a good kick too.
He's testing Vic Burke. Hanley.
Oh, well, brilliant.
Good running.
Oh,
He might be away. Ellery Hanley. Hard man to stop.
Oh, well.
Back inside and
Gary Kimball, a beautiful tackle. He shoved him all the way to the knew he had support on the outside. And he put him in a touch with a fine tackle. Well done, Gary Kimball. Well, that shows these Great Britain players, you can't write them off, especially Hanley. He's a matchman in his own right. He stood up. He stood up Dean Bell then and ran round him. The only mistake Dean Bell's done all day, but Hanley is a classy player.
so what can Great Britain do from here?
Well, there's only 4 or 5 minutes to go. We'll take it a couple of times, New Zealand, and we'll put it deep.
That really is the only time in the second half that Great Britain have looked close to scoring a try.
And it wasn't through team, it was only through the individual brilliance of 1 or 2 of their players.
And a good cover defence tackle from Gary Campbell, who's had a superb game at fullback. Never been caught out of position. There's Drummond, who really has featured very little in this game.
This is going to be interesting for the next test, what Graham Lowe does with, if Mark Graham is available, who he drops, because the guy he's brought in to replace Aaron Wright's had a fine game, and Hugh McGann's had a fine game as well. I don't think there have been any changes in any other positions, because everyone else has played.
Oh, nicely stolen, Shane Barley.
He's so nippy around there.
All right. Neither is unfamiliar with that position, of course. Shane Barley has played stand-off before. Clayton Friend plays half-back all the time.
Just when you come on.
There's just a glimpse of the class of this little man, tough as nails, just a youngster, Clayton Friend, who really is, I'm sure, going to be the star of the future in Kiwi Rugby League.
That was unfortunate then. The game was nearly through, up a pass from O'Hara. He's straightening it up nicely there.
Clayton Friend, like Dean Bell, just 22 years of age. New Zealand Maoris player. Owen Wright, a good tackle.
Done a lot of defensive work today, Owen Wright. He's got through a lot of tackles. There he is again.
There is the final hooter. New Zealand have won the first test against Great Britain. Clearly the dominant side. Clearly the side who played the most enterprising football and had the better speed in the forwards. The Kiwis have won 12 points to 0 in the first test over Great Britain here at Carlaw Park. 18 minutes, a try to James Luluai, converted by Filipina. After 36 minutes, a try to Fred Arcoy, the captain, converted again by Filipina, who has proved his worth in this side. An indication of today's conditions more than anything else. Mistakes for Great Britain, handling mistakes, 37 of them. For the Kiwis, 28.
So a very disappointing start indeed for Great Britain in the first of those 3 tests, and you'll see coverage of the next 2 in 2 weeks' time. That's Saturday, the 28th of July.